From the moment humans left handprints on cave walls, we've been making marks that say, "I was here." But every mark carries a question. Should I make it? Art isn't just about creation. It's about responsibility. It shapes beliefs, provokes thought, and sometimes shakes entire systems of power. In this video, we wrestle with ethics, the moral compass guiding creativity itself. Because if art is a mirror, ethics is the light that decides what we see reflected back. What happens after the artist makes their choice? Sometimes a single work of art doesn't just provoke thought, it can change lives, spark movements, or ignite outrage. The ripple effect of art is unpredictable, and its consequences often reach further than the artist ever imagined. Consider Picasso's Guernica. Painted in response to the bombing of a Basque town, it became a universal symbol of the horrors of war. Its presence at the United Nations was once so controversial that during debates about military action, it was covered by a curtain. Art can become too powerful, too urgent for comfort. Or think of Maya Lin's Vietnam Veterans Memorial, minimalist, reflective, and, at first, criticized for its unconventional design. But standing before the wall, visitors found themselves transformed by grief, memory, and healing. The artwork shaped a nation's conversation about loss and reconciliation. Even in the digital age, the impact is profound. Viral street art and online campaigns can mobilize millions, change laws, or inspire empathy across continents. Yet, that same power can also polarize, mislead, or overwhelm. Every artistic choice sends ripples outward, sometimes healing, sometimes hurting, always changing the world in ways we can't predict. Censorship is where art and power collide. Take Michelangelo's Last Judgment. When it was unveiled in the Sistine Chapel, critics praised its grandeur, but the Catholic Church saw chaos. Too many nudes, too much emotion, too little control. Decades later, Daniele da Volterra was hired to paint drapery over indecent bodies. His nickname? Il Bragatone, the breeches maker. Fast forward 5 centuries and the tools have changed, paintbrushes replaced by content filters. But the fight is the same. What offends one age may enlighten the next. Censorship reveals not just what we fear, but what we value. Art always tests those boundaries. If ethics govern creation, they also govern collection. In the 1930s, Hitler's regime labeled modern art degenerate, confiscating thousands of works from museums and Jewish families. What didn't fit his ideology was burned, sold, or hidden. The Monuments Men, a team of allied historians and curators, risked their lives to recover stolen masterpieces, returning over 5 million works by 1951. Their story reminds us that art isn't just owned, it's stewarded. Each painting, sculpture, or relic carries the identity of the culture it came from. To steal it is to erase history itself. Museums don't just display art, they decide what history looks like. In 1992, artist Fred Wilson shook up the Maryland Historical Society with his exhibition Mining the Museum. He placed iron slave shackles beside ornate silver serving trays under the label Metalwork, 1793 to 1880. No captions, no commentary, just contradiction. The effect was electric. Viewers saw the hypocrisy embedded in museum narratives, the beauty of silver made possible by human bondage. Wilson didn't destroy the museum, he recontextualized it, showing that ethics in curation means confronting the stories we prefer not to tell. The modern era brought new ethical puzzles. Shepard Fairey's Hope poster defined Barack Obama's 2008 campaign, but the photo it was based on belonged to the Associated Press. Was Fairey's work theft, transformation, or tribute? He called it fair use, art building on art to make new meaning. The AP called it copyright infringement. The lawsuit settled privately, leaving the question unresolved. In the digital age, where remix culture reigns and AI images blur authorship entirely, those questions are only multiplying. Who owns creativity when everyone is an artist? Art and ethics will never stop debating each other, and that's the point. Without freedom, art dies. Without ethics, art loses meaning. The beauty of this tension is that it keeps both alive. Every generation redraws the line between expression and responsibility, and every artist, knowingly or not, becomes part of that story. So next time you see something controversial in a museum, online, or on a city wall, don't rush to judgment. Ask, what does this reveal about who we are right now? That's where the real art lives, in the space between what we create and what we question.